Welcome back to your boy, Destination Trucker. Today, folks, as you can see in the background there, the wife's car, it is freaking snow covered outside, and it's not the warmest, but I gotta go tackle this car, see what's wrong with it. A couple things I gotta do. First thing is first, I gotta boost it. Seems that the battery is dead and it's acting up. And I also got a misfire. There's two things that it could be. It could be the coil, or it could be just the winter weather, the fuel going through, causing a misfire. So I gotta check it out. So that is what I'm gonna do today, and probably end up going to get a coffee too, something like that. But I believe what the problem is I believe it's the fuel that's in the car is causing it to misfire, because it is summer fuel, not winter fuel. And I believe the battery is just shot. So I'm not quite sure. I did a test yesterday and the battery was reading about 13.8 volts when the engine off. And I believe if it's high, that means that the battery is bad. I could be wrong, but if you know, you can comment in the section below. Let me know. It would help out. But I believe so. If it's high voltage, it means that the battery is overcharging, which is harmful for the battery. And if it's low charge, if it's not quite 12.6 volts, it means that the battery isn't getting a charge. So, you know, those two things I believe that cause this whole situation, that the battery just malfunctions, right? I believe that's what it is. I mean, that's what it is to me. And the perfect thing about these cars, they're pretty simple to work on. They basically have a coil spark plug, and you know, there's lots of room to work on them. I did some research yesterday too. I checked, you know, if it is an actual misfire, it would tell me which cylinder, but it's not telling me. It's only giving me the P0300, which is just a misfire. And then I get the P0316, which is coil misfire. But I also did some research. Like, I'm not an expert at this, folks, so I did some research on YouTube. And one of the guys that is kind of an expert, 188 Auto or whatever, it's known for the winter time, this time of the year between October and November, for your vehicle to misfire because of the fuels that go through it, because they haven't quite switched over to winter fuel. So anyways, with that said, I'm going to go out, I'm going to try and boost it. I'm going to take geez, why can't I think of it, folks? I'm going to take the plugs off the coil and check in the individual cylinder to make sure it's sparking to the coil. And if it is, then we know it's not the coil. So, anyways, with that said, we're outside, and basically what it told me is you basically, if you get a shock, you know that it works. But you can hear it ticking on that one. I can go through them all on camera, but basically what you do is you take this off and you listen. If there's getting a shock, you know that this cylinder is working, the distributor cap's working. Well, not if you get a shock, if you see a spark. You know the distributor cap's working. I went and I boosted it off camera. Basically, get this here part done. It's easier to do it off camera because I'm pretty, you know, I wish I had someone to hold the camera for me while I did everything, so maybe someday. But anyways, that's what you do. You take them off and you check each cylinder, make sure it's getting the spark to the coil. I believe it's nothing to do with the misfire. I believe that it's just the battery needs to be replaced. We need a new battery. You know, because you even look at the posts. The posts are all good. They're not corroded that bad. Or, you know, they look pretty clean. So, and to me, it looks like the battery that was originally in it. It was bought from Ford, right? So, You gotta remember this car is 5 years old, 15 years old almost. Has 156,000 kilometers on it. That battery was probably put in, I would say probably back in 2010. This guy kept it in a barn, or a garage. He was an old fella, so he probably kept it in a garage and basically drove it back and forth to the grocery store. So I don't, you know, besides the vehicle needing a good engine spray down, I can't see there being anything serious wrong with it. So what I'm going to do, folks, is off camera I'm going to just go and check these here and make sure. I mean, you listen to it now, it sounds like it's running perfect. Everything seems like it's running perfect. You know, I don't, oh, wait, no. Yeah, it seems to be running all right now, and that's what I think. I think that the battery is just shot. I think it needs a new battery. You know, what I should do is I should take it off and take it in the house and just give it a recharge, see if I can't, or take it off and take it to a crappy tire and have them just check it out. You know, it doesn't cost nothing for them to check the battery. So, other than that, everything looks pretty good. So I'm gonna check this out anyways off camera. So make sure. Checked out the car, and it seems like it's all fine. It's all fine. It's running perfect today now that the weather's a little warmer. So it just basically it's a weak battery. The battery needs to be replaced. So we are gonna, I believe, replace the battery. Well, no, I don't believe we're going to. We're going to replace the battery in the car, and should be good to go. You know, I said we'll put some fuel in her and add some gasoline antifreeze. And many of you don't know what gasoline antifreeze basically is. In the summertime, you might end up with a moisture in your gasoline, which basically in return turns into water, right? And you throw that in, and what it does is it dissolves the water out of the tank, and then you have straight fuel. It doesn't hurt the engine at all. You know, it's basically I do it every winter. I do it in all my vehicles that I drive, just because I know that it's a common thing that can cause headache severely. Like, you know, like you could go through diagnosing everything in your vehicle, and it could be as simple as that. So, it's just you know, for I think it's like $4 a little bottle. You throw that in once, for $4. You know, like just to save all that headache, it's worth it. And then, like I said, it doesn't harm the car at all. So, anyways, that's what we're gonna do there. So, let's see what else we're gonna do. I got it's a 5/16 socket. Basically, I got to take off this post, and down under here, there's one that holds the battery in place. I got to take that off. It's all the same socket, I believe. Actually, let's make this smaller extension for this here part. Yeah, see, so it's all the same. So that's our negative. This is our positive. Right, and they are loose. Basically, you take them and you pull them out of the way. I'll take this one. Maybe I'll loosen that one a little more. Okay, and boom, that one's out of the way. Okay, so they're undone. Then we're gonna add the extension, because that one that's down the bottom there is kind of hard to get without an extension. So basically, it's just down in there. It's not non-noticeable. What do we got going? Pretty easy to see it. I just hope I don't break it. It seems kind of tight. Like my hands are too big for these small little sockets.
Yeah, like how do I have it? Like oh, why has it straw? Hi.
Okay, so anyways, folks, I'm gonna finish this here, and we'll see you. We're walking around. Right now, they're doing a service test on the battery. Said it could take up to 2 hours, so I think we're gonna head out of here and let them do the service test. I mean, might as well do that just to make sure that the battery is in fact shot. That I'm not wasting my time buying another battery to find out it's something else, right? You know, take all precautions and save money, and we'll go from there. So, anyways, all right, folks. So we come over to Walmart here. We're gonna check out Walmart, see if they have anything here cheaper for a battery. I don't even know if they sell them, to be honest. I think they do. But anyways, we're gonna check out here, see what they have. See if I can get a little cheaper. If not, I was also talking to the wife and said maybe we could try, there's a parts spot where we could try getting a second-hand one just to get us through the winter. Because I'm sure that's what it is. I mean, I got them testing the Canadian Tire, but I'm sure that's what it is. So anyways, we're gonna go down here and check, see what they have. All right, folks, so we think we found one here. We found a culprit. I mean, 89 bucks for this here one. I know everybody's probably saying it's a never start. You know, I know it'll never start, but it's got a 1 year free replacement, you know. So if it did have any issue with it, you know, with 1 year, I mean, if it works for the winter. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to wait, see what they say at Canadian Tire about hers. Then we'll come back here, we'll buy this one if we need to, and put it in, save a little bit of money, because that there one, compared to the other one, we're saving basically the tax. So it works out, you know, about the same in the long run, but we're saving the tax. So anyways, let's go and we'll check other things out and we'll come back to that. All right, folks, so we made it back to the house and we found out the battery is over there. It will not take a charge, which is, I assume that's, you know, because I did all the diagnostic. I went through all the coils, checked all that to make sure everything was good there. Checked everything else to make sure. The alternator's charging. I ran my, why can't I think of my voltage meter. The alternator's working fine. I knew the battery was a little high. It was 13 point something, which it shouldn't be. It should be like 12.6. So I knew when it was high that there was an issue. So I got one of these never starts, and we're gonna throw that in, and the car will be good to go. It's got a 1 year warranty with it. So for 1 year, they'll replace it. So, you know, not a big deal. We'll get this done, and then we'll go on and see if she starts up. All buttoned up. She's running. All the posts are tight. They're all tight on there. That battery is good to go. Never start. Never start. It's not quite the right battery. I just made a fit in there. It'll do for now. It'll work. It'll keep the car running for now. Like I said, it's, you know, it's basically, it was a cheap battery I can afford right now, so I got that there one. Instead of buying a $160 battery, I got this one for half the price. It'll start the car, as you can tell. Started the car, not a problem. So with that said, that there is the wrap of this one, folks. If you liked the video, give it that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down there. We'll see you on the next one.